Good evening, everyone. We're having a good day, and let's play some Monster Train. We're still doing the, why is that not working? Hold on 1 second. I was having some weird technical issues, and I thought they were solved, and now I'm not certain that they are. Well, that works. Let me fiddle with something while I talk. Anyways, yeah, why is that just not working now? Why is that not working? Bear with me. Maybe I just need to not fiddle with this today. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. That said, don't know what pathway we're starting next, and admittedly I'm very distracted, not knowing why this isn't working. I know I should just leave it be for now, because I got a workaround, and it seems to be doing just fine. But I want it to work. I want it to work. Anyways, whatever, fuck it. I'll fiddle with that later. Anyways, rambling aside, let's actually play the game. So what are we champion pathing this time? We've done 2 on Marshall, or on Echo Right, on Spine Chief, and Rector. Everything else is fair game. I think we probably want to do... I think let's start with a Wilden 10. I think we'll just do Thornlord to start things off, and that one's pretty clearly going to be Stygian, because why would we not do Stygian with that? Why is it saying that? Anyways, whatever. I'm having weird technical issues and it's driving me nuts. But regardless. Because I didn't change anything, so I don't know why it's suddenly having issues right now. And then, do we want Foregone Powers or do we want Frozen Lances? The Frozen Lances may be better for an Incant deck. I do kind of like having Foregone Powers, especially because they bring offering cards online. I think we'll take them anyways. I think that's what we'll do. I know there's a lot of people who really hate Foregone Powers, but I don't think they're so bad. Alright, let's see if we have Thornlord. We do not. Let's roll again. I mean, obviously I could just, like, play Strangler, but I don't want to. Not there. Nope. Which I'm sort of okay with. I wasn't thrilled about that starting lineup of cards. I mean, it would have worked, but it wasn't great. There's Thornlord. Now, in the ideal world, we'd make a Sting deck, but the chances of that happening are low. And we're up against Diligent, which isn't too bad for this. It's not great, but we should be able to work. It's a reasonable start. I really do like having the Engraft. The Helicals are fine. Vinegrass are nice. I think we take Light's Gift. Root Split Mask is nice, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. On the other hand, like, it does kind of waste Thornlord's bulk if we're just dazing everything. But it is good. I think we're still just going that route. It will help us preserve HP going into the boss. And we'll work from there. Spikes are fine. We've got enough HP, that shouldn't be too bad. especially because we also have kill spells. Alright. Oh, whoops, I forgot that we want to enchant there. It's almost like that's his whole thing. Anyways, let's kill some minions. Buff up our fine fellow and kill that. I didn't need to hit him with the foregone power, I just got carried away. Whatever. It's not like we're gonna have meaningful difficulty here. We may struggle to kill this guy, but I think we're still gonna make it. I meant to give him the frostbite instead of the collector, but I got carried away and didn't. Suppose I probably didn't actually need to do the sting up there because we were just making Wilden 10 powerful enough to kill on its own, but not. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. I thought that was a sting, and I played it on reflex and accidentally hit my own guy. It doesn't matter. We're killing right here anyways. It wasn't the correct play. It was purely just being careless, but not a big deal. Okay. I'm reasonably confident we probably just want the Razor Sharp. The Restoration Detonation is alright. Glimmer is also okay, but I think we just take the Razor Sharp. I will take an Offering Token. I don't like having a lot of Offering Tokens, but a single one is usually good. And then we have decisions to make. I mean, I'm pretty confident we're going for the Stygian banner. Awoken's got a lot of good units, but we don't want the Hollows because we can't fit them. We ideally would want, like, a Siren of the Sea. Any of the Sweepers would sort of do okay for us. And there's still 2 Sweepers in the Stygian banner, so we're going to do that. Eel Gorgon would also be appreciated. Unsurprisingly, we did not get it. I do sort of forget that Eel Gorgon exists semi-regularly. I'm just going to minus cost of that to start. And then we have options. I'm pretty confident that the holdover Razor Sharp is the way to go, but I also am tempted by the holdover in Graft, because it's a free spell every turn that gets us energy, and it gets extra draw. I actually might just do that. I'm going to do it. It's kind of silly in that it itself is a worthless spell, and that only heals for 1 without any upgrades. But that's fine. We'll do it nonetheless. It's sort of meaningless now. It will be useful if we get other incant creatures. I could have done this better, but that's fine. Alright, yeah, I wanted to play a Trained Steward mid-floor, but the only way I actually kill both those guys is by doing that, kind of. It's not, like, super important. Of course, it discards the other foregone power, but that's okay. Now everything's easy, since now with the Razor Sharp we hit the break point we needed. And then we just kill everything. Trying to watch all the backlog I missed from sleeping. I've got an hour to go through and whatever I missed of this stream. Well, I appreciate that you are enjoying it enough to hunt through the backlogs. Unfortunately, he blocks it with the spell shield like a jerk. Are there any particular runs that you enjoyed more than others? The backlog was 5+ hours this morning, so I've had some time. Understandable. Alright, let's drop that. We're just gonna buff Wilden 10. I mean, it doesn't matter, but like she's gonna die to the sweep. But it also doesn't matter because we were winning even before those things. The handheld totem fail was something. Oof. Hey, we got the handheld totem to work. It was nice. It was a good run. I should probably take the restoration detonation, but well, it's not super important, and I hate it. The reap one? Oh yeah, that was a thing. With the spreading spores. I forgot that we had spreading spores on that. I kind of want the Crypt Builder. I think we're going to skip on the Crypt Builder. If I'd put a holdover on the offering token, well, maybe I take it anyways. I'll take it. It's not actually that good for us. God, we're not using Steel Singer. Oh, God. We're not using Steel Singer. It's not doable with this team. It's a bad unit. I mean, like, it can be a good unit, but on a team where all I've got is the Engraft for healing, and I can't fit it alongside Wilden 10, like, that's bad. You must try. It's early on. I don't care. Must. Okay. Fine. For you, I will do it. It is the worst choice. Not even close. It is indefensibly terrible, but I'll do it. Oh, God. Alright, let's get rid of the Cold Kylia. I know I should maybe hold on to her for a bit longer, but... No, I mean, we don't want it on the Steel Singer unless you want me to not run the Steel Singer. And I thought you wanted me to run the Steel Singer, so we're gonna commit to this. This is the horror that you have wanted, and we're gonna do it. I mean, I do like Spell Chain. I mean, is it a fair way to get around it? Nah. Nah, if we're running Steel Singer, we're running Steel Singer. The problem is I would love to hit... I would love to hit a dupe spot, bare minimum. Alright, we do still need to actually win this battle, so let's do that. I should have had you in front, actually. And you know what? Let's actually do that. What's the Steel Singer's essence? It is disappointing, is what it is, which I'll show you mere moments after I set this up correctly. Where are you at, Steel Singer? So it gives raw stats, plus 20, plus 40, which is not bad, but it does increase capacity, and then it does rejuvenate plus 1 attack. The problem is that it's only plus 1 attack for the battle rather than the plus 1 attack permanently. If it did the plus 1 attack permanently, I would use its essence more, but it's reasonably disappointing. You can make a decent unit with that, especially if you're combining it with, like, a Woken Hollow and things like that, but I don't want to do that. And even if you're putting it on in a Woken Hollow, you're still making a 4 capacity unit, which would be just, like, really awkward. If it was permanent, it would be insanely good. Yeah, like, and to be fair, like, the Overgorger ability is still permanent. So it's not like they don't have any permanent scaling. Same with Bounty Stalker. That one is also still permanent. So it's not that they don't have any permanent scaling infusions. But they didn't want to do a Steel Singer, I guess, so whatever. How's how you doing, Tom? How goes the reading and the games and all those things? But they have those. Yeah, I mean, they do. But, like, they could have dropped the base stats here and kept the capacity increase. And that would still be enough of a nerf, because the other ones don't increase capacity. And I do think that healing is still a little harder than the other ones. Kind of. I don't know. I think it has enough limitations that they could have done that if they wanted. I guess we'll do that. So then we'll knock off a shield from you. And we're just going to do that, so we're incanting here. I'm doing alright, Tiny. Oh, I forgot that this was going to be an issue. Oh, that's fine. We can do this. Yet again, am sleeping weird fucking hours, and it's not great. But, hopefully tomorrow I can reset my sleep schedule finally, because I, for once, finally don't have things I need to do in the morning. Which has been the ever-present situation for a while. What level of Jankitude are we at? We're pretty high, given that I took a Steel Singer with only one heal in my deck, and I can't fit it alongside Wilden 10, but, you know, here we are. It's what the people wanted, it's what the people get. Oh, I can't actually fit this guy out. God damn it. Reading is good, about 70% through the first book. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Sounds rad, Chief. Yep. Yeah, I really wish that I had some way to kill that guy, but I don't. Don't worry, we'll find a Wildwood Sap after the fight after this one. I mean, it's not... I don't even want a Wildwood Sap. Oh, whoops. Let's actually do that. So then the bomb doesn't explode on us, which is actually fairly nice. Yeah, unfortunately, because he's mid-floor instead of bottom floor, I can't even... Actually, even if he was bottom floor, I couldn't play a Train Steward to save him. But it's fine. We got him powered up a tiny bit. And at least he has one multi-strike. That's something. Oh, man. Alright. I mean, none of this matters. We've already got the victory, but let's enjoy ourselves. Oh. Unfortunate, we didn't hit the Crypt Builder, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, well, we're taking the Unleash the Wildwood. I do kind of want the Rail Spike, though. And by kind of, I mean, I do want the Rail Spike, but here we are. I don't know what the fuck we want on the thing. Awoken Combined Essence. I mean, I thought about it, but the goal is to fit them on the same floor together. Which, by the way, we're not really making good use of Thornlord, but still. We'll do the Steel Singer run. I'll decide at the end if we're actually counting it for Thornlord or not. Anyways, the problem is that doesn't really help us. And Animus of Will does. Although I did kind of really want this Hellvent for duping the Engraft. Nah, we'll skip on this. And then we'll take the capacity There's the Animus. I'm sorry, my dude, but some of your scaling is going to go away, so you can have an extra attack. Well, take Thornlord too, even though Strangler would be better for us to take right now, but I'm not going to do it. Like, if I really wanted to... Like, realistically, I should just take Strangler, and then we'd have the wave clear that we needed, and then Steel Singer could just beat things to death. Don't let Sal down, Steel Singer. You got this. I'm not sure that he does. I guess we're gonna do that. It does look silly, but that's fine. Oh, holdover. Huh. Yeah, I'll do that. I was gonna just minus cost it, but fine. And then the rest of my deck is too thick now. That's fine. We got problems, but that's okay. That's okay. I mean, the Spell Shield is actually not ideal for us, but it's fine. Can we afford to have you bottom floor currently? No, because you'll die immediately. Because you... Oh, no, well, you gain extra max HP, but I don't have a way to heal you currently. Well, fine. Disappointing. Well, I don't technically need to kill you yet. And doing that lets you kill 2 things. Yeah, I mean, this is a terrible start. Like, I need my heals. And preferably not to have all the expensive stuff right at the beginning. Okay, we'll do it like this. So we get at least some damage in on this guy. Unfortunately, he's not quite able to kill them because the damage shield blocked one of his hits. Okay. Oh, we are taking damage, but this is the price we pay for giving into terrorism. Once we can fit them on the same floor, things will be better. At least his scaling is mostly permanent. At least there's that. I mean, some of his attack right now is coming from the root seeds and stuff. You've only got one. You got 2 spikes. I think you're still better off leaving you and swapping. It would have been nice to apply Frostbite to this guy first, but I couldn't do that. Because we'd risk discarding the card that I didn't want to discard. I'm sorry, Thornlord, we're not really using you. And we all know that I should have taken Strangler. Although Strangler would have been sort of awkward on this battle. I really don't particularly love Strangler. It's got its uses, but it definitely creates a lot of situations that are uncomfortable until you get things lined up. And it's in a clan that already has multiple other, like, sweep units. Do I have the energy to play that? Not... Well, I sort of do. I'll take it. Oh... Sal, I have a question for this Pathomania. Is it like 3-3 you gotta be, or is it just at least 1 point? It's the point is to do full pathways. Because it's not that hard to just have some part of the pathway. The whole point is that it changes things to be forced to do a full pathway. I mean, there's a lot of paths where you don't really want to multi-class anyways, but it does change things. Like, for instance, with, like, Shellsmith, it's easy to multi-class and take, like, 1 or 2 ranks of Repeater or of Martial Lord. But having to take only Shellsmith 3 means you have to lean into Shellsmith's ability. The ones where it, like, really matters are paths like Dire Channel and Royalty and Reaper, where they are awkward, and you gotta find a way to make them work. Because the other stipulation is it's not just that we're doing a full pathway, but that they have to be a meaningful, important part of our deck. So we can't just have them there and like throw them onto a dead floor. They have to be a contributing member of society. Doing alright, how about you, Jin? Okay, gotcha. A central cog, yes, correct. We don't have spikes, we don't have consume cards, we don't have frozen cards, so. I mean, Cheater's Hand is cute. But is it really that helpful for me? It's only helpful in terms of, like, the Crypt Builder. I mean, it's sort of nice elsewhere, too. Ooh, what games did you buy? I kind of want to buy Shogun Showdown, even though I have plenty of other things to play and should not be spending more money right now. I mean, nah, we're gonna skip on the Cheater's Hand. We're just gonna do that. And eventually we're not going to need the Faulty Loader. I maybe should take it now, but we're going to bet that we don't need it in the long run. Also, getting another multi-strike is pretty huge for us. Speaking of Shogun Showdown, that's one of the games I bought. That doesn't surprise me. I thought that might be in the list. Alright, let's aggressively thin the deck. I don't really need that many more upgrades at this point, since I basically just need to be playing my heal cards, essentially. So let's just make that easier to do. Although, realistically, I should probably be removing the high-cost spells, namely the... what the fuck am I trying to say? Namely the... Helical Crystallis. All I could think was other names of cards. Clearly, my brain is deteriorating this week. Anyways, you get the point. Because the Offering Monument, we can still sort of play... Not Offering Monument, Crypt Builder. The Crypt Builder we can sort of play by discarding it. The other things we cannot. If I could dupe my Engraft, we'd have an easier time of this. I bought the Sexy Brutal and Tonic. I'm excited for that because I love both of those games and have definitely mentioned them to you more than once. Not that the Sexy Brutal is a perfect game, but it is overall a game that I have very fond feelings for. And Tunic is largely excellent. It has a couple things that are fine, and I know a couple things that can annoy some players. They didn't annoy me at all, but actually probably should have done the focus growth there, but I wasn't thinking about it. But anyways, Tunic is great. Sexy Brutal, I have very positive feelings for. I just think it misses some potential a little bit, but overall it's still a great game. I do kind of want to save Wildington here. We're also not killing your buddy. Yeah, there's no way that we're killing you, unless if we did that, we still would be off very slightly, and by that I mean 1 damage. We could play a Root Seed, which would then fix that. But I think I'm just willing to take the damage, so I can focus on other rewards. Yeah, Wildington, you just don't do a lot of damage, and we know this to be the problem. Alright, we're just gonna do that, and then that, and then whatever. We're taking some damage, we know this to be the case, and poor Wildington dies. Ow. But we should still survive this. Oh god, just barely, because he gets the armor from his buddy dying. Ugh. Oh, it hurts so bad. Well, just think of the long-term benefits. Just grin and bear it. What? Oh, whoops, I meant to do the... It doesn't matter, we're winning this, but it would have been correct to do the Crypto Builder. Anyways, our dude does punch things for a good chunk of damage. We're unfortunately at 2 HP, which is uncomfortable. And we'll take the Rail Spike. I don't know how good we're actually going to be able to use it right now, but we'll take it. I mean, I kind of want the heals, but going here is legitimately great for us. I mean, I'm definitely on the 1 HP is all that matters spectrum as well, but, but it's just that looking ahead, it's possible that we're going to leak a lot more than that. Nonetheless, we're going to go for the greed route. Well, that does make our life easier. It's been a while since we've seen this offered. Okay. I guess we'll do... No, we're not going to do that because we need the... we need to play the Steel Singer turn 1. I'm not going to do the plus 30. Although plus 30 on like a Vine Grasp could be cute. Anyways, let's get rid of the Helicals. And let's dupe the Engraft. And then let's just try not to die here. At least it's not the Incant Shard. Okay, we're gonna try doing this. Because as long as we can hit our heal cards in a reasonable time frame, we'll be fine. Poor Wildenton, we just don't power him up at all, and it's sad. At least after this battle, we'll be able to fit them together. Which is still not the... Well, it's whatever. It's doable. We're just going to do that, because I'm not really going to get to use it well later, so we may as well. Guess how much gin I've had in my lifetime. Constant. Think I'm constantly drinking gin? Yep. What an exchange. God. What a pun. Alright. We're gonna play that so I don't get Ember Drained. Yeah, no matter what I do, we're not killing him, unfortunately, which means we are going to... Whoops, I didn't mean to play that there. Which means we are going to get the Scourge card, which I'd prefer not to have to deal with, but hey. Unfortunately, we again have to deal with the Scourge card because we don't quite kill him since he saps this guy. Well, and even then he would have had a little too much HP, but nonetheless, it's disappointing. At least we shall not have to deal with sap, or not sap, Scourge cards anymore. I mean sap too, but... Oh, how you doing, Rip? I suppose I could have done that to kill him, and then we would have gotten another attack onto Arcus. It's not super important. I'm pretty confident we just body him. I guess maybe we don't. Nope, there we go. Now we're fine. We just needed slightly more HP than we had. There we go. And then our big, beefy boy blasts the boss into oblivion. I mean, Channel Song would be real nice in general, except that we can't use it to draw our Steel Singer, so here we are. It's not as helpful as I would desire. We're actually just going to skip the second rail spike. Are we? Are we really going to do that? Nah, we'll take it. The problem is we're not going to be able to put it to good use, basically. Because there's no Merchant of Magic here. And then I kind of want to go here to dupe the Engraft again. Which does make it a little easier to use the Rail Spike, but it's not as useful as going to the Merchant of Magic. Anyways, I think we're going here so we can do some removals. Yeah, we don't really need the healing. I mean, it would be nice, don't get me wrong, but... I will happily do Lost Luggage. We just have to play cards out correctly, otherwise we won't be able to generate the stings. And let's Let's remove a steward and a foregone power. Okay, and that's all we'll spend for the moment. And we should be in good shape now. Doesn't matter that they have spikes, we have full turn healing and all that jazz. We'll be fine. Alright, I think we still want Will and 10 in front. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, the other guy is actually better in front, but we'll make it work. Oh, I did mess up this turn, actually, because I wasn't paying attention, even though I had talked about it beforehand. It's not a big deal, but we're going to make this correct. I'd like to see monster conductors do blind runs, to be honest. I mean, that you can only see the very next choice in terms of options. I really don't like doing that. I'd consider it, but, like, if you want to see me do that, watch me play... Oh, this is irritating. It's basically whatever I do, I'm not going to be able to incant properly with... whatever. We only need to play out one more card, so I guess we'll just do this one. Anyways, watch me play Vaults of the Void at some point, because one of the common modifiers for runs in Vaults of the Void blocks out your ability to see paths. And I don't love enabling it, but it gets enabled pretty commonly in Vaults of the Void regardless. Unfortunately, we can't get the Collector, which is disappointing. At least we can finally build up Wildenten's power. And he does build up fairly quickly. Not as quickly as our Steel Singer, who has naturally... I actually don't know how much his natural attack is now. I thought it would show in there, but it doesn't. Right. I mean, I kind of want to do the Rail Spike. We're definitely not doing the Rail Spike. Alright, whatever. This is what we expected with the Vine Grasp. Or not the Vine Grasp, with the Rail Spike. Alright, we'll just use it. We're not killing you. I probably could have made it work. I probably should have, because we're actually taking a fair bit of damage. But that's fine. Everything's okay. And of course, we hit the things that already cost 0. Cool. Real great. I mean, it's fine. I just would love to hit, like, things I actually care about being minus costed. Also, I definitely should have done that in a slightly different order so I could have healed after the extinguished damage from the Wilt Wings. Doesn't really matter, though. We can handle taking that damage, no problem. Okay. May as well kill his buddy, just for good measure. Not that it matters. We're taking a little bit of damage as we then just beat him to death. Absolutely blow through his health pool. As is only right and proper. Nope. No, we don't really need those. The Frenzied Swarm is sort of nice, but it doesn't really matter. And then we're going here. Would potentially be cute. I was hoping for -2 is what I was hoping for. Alas, it was not meant to be. Yeah, we definitely don't need those, because we can't get more upgrades, or at least not upgrades I care about. Well, that's not true. Because I could take that and put the spell chain on the engraft. You know what? That's an expensive play. But let's do it. And then we're going to dupe that engraft. I mean, that's kind of cute. Realistically, I should just remove something or take the HP, but I think we're gonna take... Maybe we take Hell's Banners? Not even 150 shards. Shame on you. Shame on your family. Oof. Oof, you wound me. I kind of want to do Hell's Banners just on the off chance that we draw, like, Awoken Rail Spike turn 1. And I think we're gonna do that. And then we'll get rid of... honestly, we're gonna get rid of some of the root seeds. I guess we're gonna have one more energy than before, so we'll still get rid of one for on power. Anyways, we'll see what we're actually capable of doing. We don't need anything here. More multi-strike, though. Turns out they just really wanted us to have multi-strike this run, which is what we needed. Very much, it was appreciated. Okay. Do we want to set up on bottom floor? No, because then it'll generate things top floor. I mean, we'll try it like this. It's still annoying, though. Oh, actually, let's do this slightly different, because I could avoid a Scourge card this turn. Also, top floor is more scaling for Relentless, and for ya boy Long Division. Yeah, this is true. Okay. There we go. Alright, we'll take 1 damage, even though we don't actually have that much health to spare. What are we gonna draw? Yeah, I'm willing to do this now. Because then this costs 0, even on its spell chain copy. As does that. I know we don't make a copy, or we aren't able to play the copy, that's fine, yada yada yada, stuff and things. God, so close to being able to kill you, and then we just can't quite do it. Alright, Alright, eventually we're going to have to start giving up things we care about. But for the time being, we'll just keep giving up root seeds. Which I don't, like, hate the root seeds by any means, but they're certainly less important to us right now. Since the engrafts are the things we really don't want to have to give up. I do wish that we had the rail spike this turn, but that's fine. Ugh, fucking scourges. I just don't want to risk doing the foregone power and discarding something I care about, which means we basically have to pick whatever other zero-cost card we have. Alright, and then there we go. Just remember, Sal, Rome wasn't built in a day. Sure. This is true, I suppose. Spitting some cold, hard facts. Look at us go, buffing up our big beefy boy. Like, we did manage to use him quite well, which has been nice. Even if at the time that we drafted him, we had basically nothing to support him. We did get very lucky in what we were offered. Okay. All my facts are cold and hard. Oof. Alright, we're gonna do this even though other options were nice as well. But that's fine. I wanted to use the rail spike, and it could minus cost some things, and yada yada yada. It's not that big deal. Here we are. Goodbye, my last sting. And thus, our team beats them to death. No, I took a gamble and it was wrong. I should have just played the Razor Sharp. I mean, it's not that big a deal. The chances that we draw it again soon are high, but it's just not perfect. It's just not perfect. At least no more Scourge cards. Even if we had to waste some of our engrafting. Well, unfortunately, we didn't get it back. Oh, we are actually dying as is, which is interesting. Hadn't really considered that a possibility. There we go. We'll take one more damage, but that's fine. We just need slightly more time for our Steel Singer to do his job. There we go. Because we don't have, like, actual defense. We just heal constantly. Yeah, Steel Singer front felt kind of weird. I did it because it took a while for Wilden 10 to build up his power, and so I needed the Steel Singer to kill the heavies. Because Wilden 10 wasn't going to be able to do it, and there was enough units in the first couple waves that if I didn't do that, we weren't going to kill everything. So that's why I did what I did. Also because I knew that I had the Vine Grasp, but able to swap them if when I needed. I just almost forgot about it right at the end. Anyway, so up to 164 times 4, which is nice, given that, like, when we fused in the Animus, he was down to 9 attack. So it's good to see how far our boy has come. Okay. Do this. Yeah, excellent. I was hoping it would hit one of the engrafts because those are the best option for us to hit because then it gains us extra energy. I mean, anything with Spell Chain is nice to hit, but those in particular are quite nice. Yeah, the Animus is female, but we weren't talking about the Animus, we were talking about the Steel Singer. Oh yeah, I mean, like, the Steel Singer is gonna do a lot of damage to the boss very quickly. We're not gonna kill the boss before we hit the enemy waves. So, it is going to survive. I'll save the Rail Spike for later. Because I wasn't going to hit anything I really cared about with it, doing it there. Oh no, I'm making these guys stronger. However, shall I manage? Alright, one less thing for our team to have to attack. But he still gets to hit onto the boss. And he applies melee weakness, so the next hit will also be strong. I mean, he already had melee weakness on from the first turn, but still. I did wonder if I had the Rail Spike coming up. I mean, I guess I'm willing to do the Rail Spike now. Wasn't that exciting. I was kind of hoping it would hit the focus growth. I mean, the other thing that would have been nice for it to hit would have been the Unleash the Wildwood, so that the Spell Chain would be free to play. Okay. We did leak one enemy, but we're not leaking any of these. Alright, let's kill you guys first so that they generate less armor. And then we just barely have enough attacks for this. Because that is part of the problem with this fight, is you need to have enough attacks to actually kill everything. It doesn't necessarily matter how strong your attacks are if you're not able to clear, you know, 5 enemies. But that's fine. We're doing good work, even if we took a little bit of damage on this fight. Okay. We're just barely not killing everything here. Which does actually kill us. Huh. Interesting. Huh. Well, we can fix that. It's a shame that we have to. The problem is that pulling one of them forward means that one of them is still in the back. I was just very barely not able to kill them. What I needed to do is just, on prior turns, have Vine Grasped one of those guys. I just didn't realize that that was going to be a problem coming up. But there were ways to take care of it. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll do it again. We'll try not to die when we get there. And again, we were very, very, very close to making it work. Just very barely off from having enough damage to clear the waves. Like that. It might have been worth it to use the rail spike there, but I figured I didn't want to. Go forth! And beat them to death. Well, that was a disappointing turn of events. And yes, I know we're not killing everything now because I've generated too much armor for him. Same as last time we did this, that's fine. I can handle taking that damage. That's not the big issue. Because all we really need to change is that we need to start pulling these up. I don't know for sure if that's going to be enough, actually. We'll find out in a moment. We'll find out. Yeah, I think we're fine now for the most part. We'll see. Yeah, we're totally fine now. Our Steel Singer has a lot more attack this time. I'm not entirely sure what I did differently, but ultimately it's not a big deal. And we pulled up one of these guys. So Wildenton can kill him, but then we also just killed it from a sting anyways, so it ended up not mattering. And then we've almost killed Divinity. Just one more attack and he'll die. It's a shame we can't pull Divinity to front. It's almost like there's a good reason they don't allow you to do that. So it's also one of the reasons that that sweep is so good, because you can be hitting Divinity the whole time. I mean, sweep in general is just very strong. Anyone who doesn't value sweep highly is missing out pretty substantially. Oh boy, Divinity's got a clean 100 HP. And that's okay. I do like that Wilden 10 has nearly as much attack as the Steel Singer, despite playing 0 buffs on him. Like, Thornlord really can build up quite a lot of attack. It's just that it only goes into a single attack, which is fine. If you just want him to suffice as a bruiser tank, he works plenty well. He's just not as exciting as the other pathways. Woo! Well, that was a deck that existed. I'm glad that we were able to make the Steel Singer work. I'm not sure I'd call that a Thornlord deck, necessarily. I could count it, but I think we'll probably hold off on that. That said, we're going to take a look. He ended at 226 times 4, which is not bad. Not bad for having a deck that had only one starting heal card, and we had to draft into everything else / dupe our engraft repeatedly. It would have been nice if we had been able to dupe one of the engrafts earlier, but I really needed to go looking for the Awoken banner so that we could get the Animus of Will on him. Because if we didn't have 4 attacks, like, we would have died. Unless I'd taken Strangler, but I was trying not to take Strangler, and here we are. Also, Strangler would have been awkward for a while. The problem with taking Strangler when it was first offered, although I think it was still offered at the final upgrade. The problem with taking it the first time is that we couldn't fit Steel Singer onto the same floor, and our Wilden 10 would not have been able to clear things out, basically. And so then we would have just had a massive wave stacking up and eventually crashing upon Steel Singer's floor, and Steel Singer would have been able to kill a couple of them, but not enough. And then they would have just been a massive wave going into the pyre all at the same time. 904 damage without extra buffs and melee weakness. Yep. It's a lot of damage. And, yeah, anything that survives the hit takes substantially more on the next hit. Turns out, Steel Singer, we were able to do some good stuff with it. Hi, cat. Do you want up? At the corner of my vision, I just see this little cat poking her head up, trying to paw my leg. Oh. Yeah, hi, cat. Sit down. Alright, let's try Thornlord again, but actually playing Thornlord. Is that what we want to do? Yeah, that's what we'll do. I mean, again, I could sort of count that, but I want it one where we're more focusing on Wilden 10's contributions rather than just spamming out heals onto the Steel Singer. Yeah, we don't need the regen. Bloating Fungus was much better pre-DLC. So you have Edge Prior and 2 Glimmers. I do. I don't know that I care. Steel Singer round 2, let's go. I mean, if I'm offered a Steel Singer, I would actually play it again because I would love to do Edge Prior onto Steel Singer. Although, really, to do what I would want to do with that, we'd need sketches or some way to stack the floors. Yeah, hi, cat. You can't see, but she's adamant about putting her head on my wrist, and it makes it hard to use the mouse, but it's very cute. Anyways, we should probably take the Faulty Loader. I kind of just want to take the gold. You know what? We're just going to take the gold. I don't think Faulty Loader's bad, but there's sketches. Here's the thing. For the actual Thornlord run, I don't want sketches. I don't want it. But... And it's so rare that we would be given... Thornlord again? Not Thornlord, Steelsinger. But imagine. Tough choice because Capricious Reflection is also right there. And I know you like that too. Oof. You wound me, Tom. You wound me deeply. Oh, man. God. I mean, I should just take the Root Split Mask. I'm going to take Sketches, though, again, it's not the actual run that we want. But if they give me fucking Steelsinger, like, man, sky's the limit. Right. Okay, I didn't want to have to do that all there, but having all that taken care of is nice. I should have done the Titan's Gratitude here. I just got carried away. Because now we don't have that. Well, at least we have one of them, and the Glimmer is real nice. Had I realized he was already dying, I would have done the Foregone Power up top for the Incant, but I wasn't thinking about it. Alright. Yeah, I was hoping we'd draw the Glimmer again. Ta-da! What an easy fight that was. Now just give me Steelsinger. And I'll take it, even though if it's not Steelsinger, I don't want that. Yeah, unfucking surprising here. Alright. Icy Style fight with Thornlord. I mean, that could have been okay, but we're building... we're building for one gameplay only. And if we don't see it, then fine, we're throwing, and or we may abandon it and play a proper run. But if we hit Steelsinger, which is very unlikely, but if we do, we'd have everything we need. Also forgot that I don't actually want the Animus of Will. I'm just so used to taking it. But we don't actually want it here. Let's admit it's Thornlord with the Edge Prior and 2 starting Glimmers. It's a throw, but not actually one already. No, I mean, like, this is entirely doable if we wanted to. If we wanted to win this run. It's just, it's not a Thornlord focused deck. I'm not taking your Capricious Reflection. Not doing that to myself. The fucking sweep takes you out because I have no way to buff your health. Well, fine. Well, fine. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, secondary Umbra was the other major option for this, but what I wanted to do was just a good incant deck with Thornlord. In the ideal world, we'd also hit the Sting artifacts, but the chances of that are low. But it would be cute if we went all Stings all the time. There we go, just barely got the kill. Never doubt our amazing powers. I mean, I'll take the engraft. I will skip these things. Nope. Didn't hit it. We've got a handful of other possibilities. And by that I mean we've got one more shot. Interesting. I mean, again, I'm building for one option on this run, and if we don't see that option, I'm honestly probably just going to reset. It's not a bad run. Like, it's given us tons of good options. I mean, I don't need Hef's Infusion. We want the Edge Prior Infusion if we see Steel Singer. That's the whole point, is that we could make it so we have 4 Steel Singers who are all buffing everyone every turn, in addition to all the Glimmers that we have, which would also hit all of the Steel Singers. I mean, Wingmaker is a good card. Yeah, fine, we'll take it. It's gonna look silly, but again, we're building for one particular game plan. If we don't see that, then everything's bad. Why would I Purge Stone it? Why would I Purge Stone the Wingmaker? No, there's Jank, and then there's just bad choice for no reason. Jank is doing something odd that you can still make work. Why not give Edge Prior and Cant Armor? Because, again, I'm basically playing for one thing, and if we don't see it, then it doesn't matter. And so I'm not going to waste upgrades on units that don't matter. Because in the one true dream, we hit Steel Singer or we Riot. It's not bad choice Jank, it was just a bad choice. Whatever. That was not the correct plays anyways, but we killed the big dude. I don't know that we're actually going to win this fight at this rate, but that's fine. Because I haven't been buffing up my top floor at all. And that's kind of a necessary consideration. But we can kill all those guys. Oh no, the Edge Prior dies from the revenge damage. It's not revenge, but you get the point. The extinguish damage. Poor Edge Prior, he was doing good work for us. Cut down in the prime of his life. I forgot that he was going to survive because of the because of the spell shield. Whatever, that's fine. Alright, we're not really capable of killing you yet. We knew this to be the case. Yeah, that's an issue. Alright, let's try this again, see if we can actually beat him by focusing some of our power on top floor like we should. I don't know that we'll actually be able to win it, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we're capable of. Well, we have more capacity here, kind of. Not that that super matters. Oops, not what I meant to do. Oof, the damage, it wounds me. But we've got the 30 damage glimmer. Yep, there it is. Fortunately, we do take some damage after the heals, but so be it. Just trying to build up what power we can top floor. We're still not in like great shape to kill Wilden 10, but or not Wilden 10, Daedalus, you know, the actual enemy. But we are stronger than before. Yeah, not stronger enough, though. Getting the 30 glimmer this turn would have been nice. So it would have actually helped some. Yeah, I mean, we're going to lose here regardless, because I did not build a deck capable of beating Daedalus. Alright, that's fine. We'll die. It was unlikely that we were going to get Steel Singer, and I built my whole hopes and dreams upon seeing Steel Singer. We could have made a much better deck if I just didn't do that. But that's fine. We'll let that die. If we had seen Steel Singer, what a world it would have been. Alright, Thorn Lords, and we're up against Chase, who I feel like I basically never see anymore. What do we even have? We got the Maulus Mages, which is something. Would have been the best world. It would have been really cool, like, it would be so unlikely to hit that combo, but it would have been really pleasing to have the, 4 Steel Singers who are buffing each other every turn, plus the Glimmers, which hit all of the Thorn or the Steel Singers. Would have been great. I don't particularly love Maulus Mage normally. I'm considering using it here because we could maybe do some spell damage shenanigans and then beat things to death with Thorn Lord. We'll see. We'll see. I will take Light's Gift, and we'll skip over Capricious Reflection, to no one's surprise. Do we want Priory's Cloak? I don't think we do. Do we want Icicle Fracture? Probably not. I find Icicle Fracture generally underwhelming. We'll just take the gold here. Okay. Yeah, give me my sweet, sweet Mollusk Mage. My beautiful, beautiful boy. We'll just do these on top floor. And I guess we're gonna do that even though it's kind of mess with my plans. And therefore, you know, probably shouldn't have done it. The big problem with the Mollusk Mages currently is I don't have like any spells that benefit from their magic power. Like all I've got are the stings currently. Obviously, this would be an argument for why we should have taken the Frozen Lances, but so be it. Also, yeah, I've done this myself. We're gonna take some damage here, so be it. Well, that helps at least. Doesn't help enough. Oh, that feels real bad, though. Well, that's an incredible amount of damage, unfortunately. Oh, God. Well, I perhaps should have played this differently so that that would not have occurred. Cat, please stop going on an adventure and just stay still. Yeah, God, what a terrible start. And I know it's because I probably should have just not used the root on turn 1, and then that would have made our life a little easier, and yada yada yada. Take the Glimmer. We'll take the Offering Token, though I kind of want the Crypt Builder. Do I want the Animus? I mean, I do, but I also don't. Guard of the Unnamed to infuse into Mollusk Mage to put in front of Thornlord. I mean, I was considering it. Honestly. Ideally, what we'd hit instead would be a Lodestone Totem, but chances of that are low. But I was considering something of that nature, and then we try to do like most of our damage via spells and all that. The problem, I mean, there's a number of problems. Ideally, we would fuse the Mollusk Mage into something, so then we'd have it on a banner unit, so we'd be drawing it at the beginning of battle. But if we do that onto any of these, then it would be 2 capacity instead of the 1 capacity that Mollusk Mage is. And that makes me kind of want to do it the opposite order, but then you're at the mercy of drawing it, and I don't like that. I mean, we'll take it and see what we can do. I was planning originally just to go, you know, Sirens and all that, but we'll... Part of the issue is, like, we don't have enough HP to be fucking around with this. There's the Siren. Alright, we're gonna do this. We're probably gonna lose just because I don't have enough HP, but that holdover is great for us. And then just give me Piercing or 30. Yep, I'll take the 30 then. I also could have done a holdover on the Ensnare, which would have been also reasonably good. Didn't really think about that at the time. Okay. We're gonna do this, which is awkward, but we're doing it. I don't think we need the intrinsic. Also, we've already got a lot of shards, so it'd be nice to avoid that. And I guess we'll just minus cost that, move on with our life, and see what we can do. Ooh. I think I actually have to skip this. Because it really comes down to, do I hit the Glimmer or not? Because, yeah. Because normally I'd be fine with just taking some damage. But if I do it as is, then... Oh, no, I did have the stings. Fuck. I forgot that we were totally fine. Or at least mostly fine. Well, that's a shame, because I did really want that gold, but here we are. I just totally space out. I always think of his major facet being the scaling. And it is, more or less, but I totally space out that, you know, he kind of has this whole other thing going on. Okay, at least now our Glimmer just wins the fight for us, more or less. Which is good, because we lose without it. Oh, come on. Ta-da! Well, it does feel bad that I could have gotten the trial. I mean, we might still have had trouble on the second turn, but we should have been able to survive that. We don't really need the Restoration Detonation, but it is kind of cute. I would like Restoration Detonation a lot more if it did the damage regardless of how much HP was actually restored. But it doesn't. Which is disappointing. I mean, it makes sense to a degree, but it's just, it limits the usefulness of it pretty heavily. That said, I know there's still some people who really like Restoration Detonation. Do we want another Steel Enhancer? I think the answer is no. Do we want a Razor Sharp? I think the answer is no. Partly because we're really dependent right now on seeing the Glimmer. I will take this Ice Tornado, even though it's painfully difficult for us to play. I really want to go here to minus cost things, but I think we need to heal. And also going here for, like, Incant Armor is not bad. I mean, both these are cute. I think we're taking Channel Heart, though. The Thorn Fruit is pretty nice for us. I mean, in general, I kind of hate Thorn Fruit, but right now, if we're trying to do magic power things, it's not bad. Yeah, I think we're taking the Channel Heart. Okay. I mean, Petty Theft is actually kind of cute. I'll take it. I so often take Gift of Gratitude these days, but I'll take Petty Theft. Unfortunately, we're against Knockback Talos, though at least Wilden 10, at least Thornlord Wilden 10 can sort of handle that. Yeah, unfortunately, can't kill anything with that petty theft yet, but we'll at least get a good chunk of damage in onto our great nemesis. I worry that she's going to push us back again, because I think she will, which made me sort of tempted to just sacrifice the other Mollusk Mage, but we'll see how much that matters. Yeah, here she is. It's kind of why I wanted the piercing. Oh, you're actually dying because you explode and then kill, which is really dumb. Well, this does cause us some problems. So you're not going to push us back again. Yeah, that is an issue. We don't die from that, but it's not great. May as well do that. It's one of those times where I really wish I had a Vine Grasp. Although, Vine Grasp would be very dangerous because it would nearly just kill me. I thought I probably shouldn't bet on that. Because the Ice Tornado would have been way stronger here. Yeah, we have to retry this. If I had held onto the Ice Tornado instead of greeting, we actually would have been totally fine. Because that would have done a lot more damage. Okay. Well... Okay. I'm sad that we're not able to kill anything with the petty theft, but hey. This should be totally workable now. It's a little cheesy because we're changing things depending on how Talos is hitting us, but you know what? Fine. We'll deal with it. Alright, then Talos comes up, she knocks Wildenton back. There's probably some defined AI that I should know by now that determines these things, but somehow I still don't know these things, even after how many hours I put into this game. I just have a rough feeling of when the boss moves to each floor. Whatever, we'll play you out, even though it means that we get less in camps, but I think we're fine as is. As long as Wildenton is not in front, like, we'll be okay. Because then it means that our armor mage can actually do his job. So when we get some gold off of petty theft, how cool is that shit? I do like petty theft, it's just that I don't use it that often these days. It just kind of pales in comparison to just taking the flat, easy gold of Gift of Gratitude. The artifact is also okay, but is usually unnecessary. It can be really fun if you're doing things with like Vapor Funnel or Siren Song or Tiresome Climb, anything that dazes enemies when they hit the Pyre Room. Speaking of, there's the Siren Song, though we are not doing that, I don't think. We definitely do want the Channel Song, though. That actually sort of makes our life a lot easier if we can hit Intrinsic on it. If we can't hit Intrinsic on it, it's worthless for us, but, you know, isn't that just the way of things? We're going to go here, and we're going to see Intrinsic. No. Okay, we're gonna remove those. We're going to skip on those, and we're going to dupe this, actually. Are we... I mean, that's what I want to do, but I think we're actually much better off duping, like, the Glimmer. I think we just dupe the Glimmer. Yeah, we'll do that. It's more important that we have a kill spell, and especially if things have spell shields, we also need to be able to kill them. Also, this is very awkward, but hey. Yeah, no one cares. You're not particularly useful for us. But at least you're out of the deck, and that's the key factor. Alright, cool. Now, we are going to greed some, because we're going to use that rather than playing out our second Mollusk Mage or using both the Glimmers. But I wanted the free gold, so here we are. Also, I think we're fine here. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong to have made that assumption. Yeah, I definitely am. Probably shouldn't have done that, turns out. Probably should have used the Glimmers as we directed, but we'll see. Ugh, I'm just bleeding out because of my greed. I mean, no fucking surprise there. That is par for the course. It's also why it would be great to have holdover on the ensnare. Yeah, I guess we'll play the other Mollusk Mage. Okay. And we should be fine. I mean, it does still take a lot of damage to get there, but we're okay. I guess it's not that bad. It's mostly just we're taking damage from the spikes. But we're able to manage that. And thus our bad deck is still alive, even though we did take a lot of damage there. The engraft is not terrible. I am gonna skip it though. Am I? I do like the options it gives us. I'll take it. Don't really need the Frenzied Swarm. Like, it's sort of okay. But we're not doing it. Right. And then we're going here. I'm not sure what we're duping yet. I'm sure we'll take that. Although, Faulty Loader could be nice. That's kind of nice. Making a second souped up Mollusk Mage is kind of nice. Making a third Glimmer seems potentially useful. Making another Petty Theft is kind of cute. Making another Ensnare is useful. I'm just gonna do another Glimmer, although it's awkward. Although I really probably should make another Mollusk Mage at some point, maybe. I shouldn't take the gold. I want to take the gold, but I shouldn't. So we're going to skip on it. We've already got 100 shards. We're already riding the Razor's Edge. And I did give the Spell Shield, which was perhaps not a correct choice. But... oh, and I didn't make a third Glimmer. I really need things to cost less, and that's an issue that I have. Oh, shit. Well, you get one hit in. Yeah, I should not have given him the Spell Shield, but I wasn't fucking thinking about it. Alright, do we even survive this? I'm pretty confident we don't. Yep, not even close. Alright, we probably die here because these guys are rough and I didn't even think about it when I clicked the challenge, but that was a bad fucking decision. If I had other things, which is to say, if I had piercing on the glimmers, then this would be fine, but I don't have piercing on the glimmers, so it's not fine. Almost kill him. Unfortunately, we didn't quite kill him. It's useful. We're not quite fucked yet. We're just basically on the edge of being fucked. I don't know if we can survive Crystal Cloak either, but that's a different problem. Oh god, we're barely alive. Yeah, we make it, just barely. Dear God, what have I done to myself? What horrors have I inflicted? I need my goddamn spells to cost less, is really what it comes down to. And or I need them better at their job. Like, if they could fucking pierce, that would be real good, but they can't. Nope, don't need those. I guess I'll take that. you're going here so I can minus cost some things. Oof. Purge a card, gain a card. We don't need it, not with the multiple glimmers that we got going on. Okay, so that's going down. Holdover, you say? I think we're just doing that on the ensnare. The engraft is also good, but I think we're doing it on the ensnare. Kind of wanted to do that on the petty theft, but here we are. -2 is going on that, so it's actually playable for us, and I guess we're going to do piercing on that. I don't know. I'm losing my mind here. Also, I'm not confident that we need the second Mollusk Mage. It's nice, but it's also going to die during Divinity since I have no way to protect it. I do still kind of want to dupe the other one, because that would be nice. But here we are. Alright, well, let's see what we can do. Honestly, taking extra Ember might not be unwelcome. I don't really want to have to do it, though. Well, it was the disappointing Mollusk Mage, but he is still a Mollusk Mage. Okay. Okay, we definitely want you out. Luckily, we also have the engraft, so we can get some energy back, so we can do this. Still can't play out the third Glimmer, but that's okay. I didn't necessarily need the third Glimmer. What I needed was more reliable Glimmers. Well, and it's nice to play out 3 of them in turn if I need to, but... Alright, it's all turning around for us. Although I should have done the ensnare top floor so I could get a little more scaling before I did all that, but I wasn't thinking about it. I don't want to have to ensnare lower down enemies if I don't have to. It's not that big a deal, but I would like to not overstack their waves. It matters less with the glimmers, but whoops. It'd still be nice to avoid it to some degree. Also, I would like to, you know, get all my incanting top floor. God, we're not gonna kill Fel, probably. Yeah, that's a ways away. Oof, yeah, that's quite a distance. It is possible to do it better. I don't know if we can beat her, though. That's partly why I did want that other Mollusk Mage to have Incant Armor. Because we were just stalling for way longer. Turns out, that would be nice. but we'll see what we can do. We shall be people who can see.
It'd also be nice if we could just hit Fell on more turns, but that is feeling unlikely. And yes, I know I didn't hold over one of the Glimmers, but I'm curious how it'll go not doing that as often. Well, I got a little bit of damage in onto Fell. She still has a lot of armor to chew through. I guess there's no reason to hold on to that. Go forth, my team, and slowly power up. Oh, I didn't realize you were escaping. Whoops. Well, fine. I would love to get, yeah, the Ice and Pyre this turn, because that certainly helps our damage output. I don't think it helps enough, but it helps some. Oh my god, we got there. What a world. God. It's not a good deck. I was kind of hoping that we would get Preserved Thorns so we can make a bunch more stings, but they're not that important to us. I mean, Ancient Synergy is actually pretty cute. I think we just want Deep Offering, though. Although, again, we have to minus cost it for it to be playable. We are going here. At least Thornlord 3 incants faster. That's something. Holdover, we're going to do on that Engraft. Because reasons. Do I care? No, not yet. Okay, let's remove some things. The foregone powers aren't like the worst thing for us right now, just because I don't have enough Ember to play out a lot of my cards. Also, I forgot that I had 2 removals here. But let's still thin it out. That might negatively impact us. Having the holdover on the Engraft does help now. This is a little risky. I think we'll be fine, though. Whoops. Not a super helpful time for the Ice Empire. I guess we're going to do this here and just build up power. And I'm going to do this here. Okay. Also, for some reason, I thought they had haste, but they don't. This is not that lineup. I will come back to that in a moment. Yeah, not the most helpful. We need more cards to cost less for that to be more useful. But it still is useful as a sort of get-out-jail-free option. Like if we haven't drawn our Glimmers yet. Just root you. We'll kill that because I want the gold. And you'll die to the Glimmers this turn, no problem. Okay. And you're not quite dying. I guess we'll just play the Channel Song now to get rid of it, although the Root Seed was definitely more helpful. But here we are. Really glad that we have the holdover Ensnare. Maybe we should have done that in slightly a different order, but it ended up not mattering. Also, I keep thinking that this has plus 10 piercing. It does not. I don't know why I think that, but it definitely does not have that ability. Alright, we're gonna do that because I want the golds, even though it may be best to do that elsewhere. Don't actually need the Ensnare this turn because we can't really play it on anything that matters, and we can't use it to encamp, so let's use everything elsewhere. Yes. Slow and vicious victory. Alright, we're surviving. It's not a great deck, but we're alive. We do not want these things. I mean, the Pyrogrow is honestly maybe not that bad for us. Even though overall I hate Pyrogrow. I think we're just going to skip on it. We're definitely skipping on those. And then we're going here, and we're making decisions. Okay. Ooh, that's actually not bad. Though there are turns, I think, where we're hitting 10 draws. Maybe not. I'm still willing to take it. It's not a lot, but I think we're probably taking the plus magic power. Do I care about that, actually? I should have done this in opposite order is what I should have done. Okay. We'll take a look at this. So, anyways, we're spell chaining. Oh, we can't spell chain that. That's already full. I guess we'll spell chain this. And I'll do that, I guess. And now we have questions. Do we want to dupe the Mollusk Mage? I think the answer is probably no. Even though that means we're probably sacrificing Enduring Divinity. So if we hit it with the Channel Song, it would survive. I guess I can hold off on that, maybe? Or if I'd held on to a Steward, I could have fused it. I thought about doing that earlier, and I didn't think that was going to be necessary. And then the question is, do we want to dupe the Engraft, or do we want to dupe the Ensnare? Or something else entirely? Duping that's not bad. I think we're actually just going to dupe this. I look at the magic power, it's a little silly, but we're doing that. And then we're going to remove... excuse me. That. And I think I can still get a -1, right? Yeah, that's going to go there. And then we'll get rid of one of the others. They're not bad for us, per se, but I do struggle to play them. Okay, we'll see what we've done. Here we are. The other Mollusk Mage also would have helped us in this fight. But I think we'll be okay. Oops. So you come down. We're not going to do that top floor because I don't want to hurt my own units more than I have to. It's kind of hoping we hit the Channel Song, but that doesn't really matter. We got the important Mollusk Mage out at the beginning. Unsurprisingly, I didn't have capacity for... or I didn't have hand size. Probably because I didn't play that Ice Tornado. Should have taken that into account. But... hey. Alright, we'll see. I may have made a mess of a deck. I mean, we've known for a while that this is a incredibly messy deck. We may as well just play out all these things. It doesn't matter. We don't need the gold from Petty Theft. We just want the stats. Especially because we're drawing 10 this turn, which does mean we're not generating a thing from the Cursed Vines, but it's nice to have it as an option. Although I think that option doesn't really matter anymore, and was probably not worth taking, but that's fine. We're doing what we can. I tried to make it so I could play out all the cards in my hand every time, and so far, looking pretty good. Yeah. Also, I'm glad that we have some defense against things, since Chase is purging the days from the Light's Gift that we otherwise have been relying upon up until this point. Alright, we take a hit. It's not that bad, although we do need to be conscious of how powerful Seraph is going to be during Relentless. And we're not the strongest Relentless deck by any means. Oh, whoops. Well. I missed out on an incant, but hopefully that's not going to be the death of us. Yeah, we don't actually need that one this turn. Oh, I guess we weren't playing out all our things. For some reason, I thought I had enough Ember for both of those, and I very clearly did not. Yeah, I would have preferred this hand next turn. So I really wanted to draw those Ice and Pyres to hit into the boss. Okay, we'll just get you out of the way so you're not interrupting us at all. We're so close. Yeah, if I had played just a little better, we'd have it. It does look doable. Let's try it one more time. So I'm pretty confident we can make this work. Okay. Yeah, there's no reason not to play that because we are drawing 10 cards this turn, and we don't really need to hold on to that, so we may as well do that. So we can start going on a rampage. I think we're going to do this so I don't have a dead card kicking around my deck. Maybe we wanted to hold on to the other Glimmer, but I think we're going to draw into it fast enough that it's not going to be a big deal. Maybe I'm wrong, but right now it seems to be working. Although, again, should have done that Petty Theft first. And the Ensnare. So I can't afford to be missing Incants, really. I mean, overall, this is working out just fine so far, but last time we were off by just a small margin, and I don't want to get to the final turn and not be able to win it. Okay. Go forth and power up, my beautiful children. Alright, we are getting a good chunk of damage in onto Chase, which is something. Didn't quite wipe all of them, so we have to take a hit, but it's probably okay. It's probably okay. Let's root you. And I guess let's just keep doing this so we can build up the Incants. And I guess we'll play that. I don't like super need to do it, but there's not a ton of reasons not to. Okay. Well, this is looking... I was going to say it's looking worse than before, but then we hit exactly the break point that we needed, and everything's fine. Everything is okay.
Oh, thank God for Super Armor Mollusk Mage. Now, I don't know how we're going to fare against Divinity. I don't know if we can afford to be on top floor. But we'll see. I'm going to try at top floor. We also might have more success going bottom floor. But we'll see. Also, getting him first turn so that we can channel song out the other one is actually pretty nice. Fortunately, I have no way to daze Divinity, so we're just going to be taking damage every turn. Okay, hold on 1 second. Has something on my end just crashed. Cool. That's annoying. Alright, bear with me for 1 second while I sort this out real quick. Okay. We'll go to break for a moment while I sort this out, and I'll be right back. Alright, well, I gotta fiddle with that a lot later, because it is annoying, but at the moment, that's workable. Let's finish the run. I'll sort that out after we're done streaming. Though it is annoying as shit. Whatever. Anyways, god damn it. And then because I wasn't paying attention, I meant to not play him so we could channel song him out later. It's maybe not necessary, but anyways, we're gonna fix that. Just forgot. I was clearly a little distracted, to say the least. Anyways, whatever. Whatever. We'll do what we can. Okay. God, and I did it again, because again, I was thinking about other things. Bear with me while I stop being bad at life. It's probably not the end of the world, but it would just be nice to have him not dying to the sweep. Because as long as he doesn't die in one hit, we're fine. Because we'll just be healing him up with the glimmers every turn. It's just that he doesn't survive with his base HP. Oops, there we go. Fortunately, the deep offering ended up not being that exciting. I mean, I kind of figured that was likely going to be the case, but still. Okay, what can we play this turn? A whole lot of stuff. Yeah, we should be fine on basically everything. I don't totally need the ensnare, but it's still nice to have. And we cleared out everything so we can hit him with the Ice and Pyre, which is nice.
hoping we'd get the channel song right now, but it's not the end of the world. Also, we need to kill these things. And you're dying as is, so we don't actually need to hit you. But then again, I don't think I want to ensnare the boss either. Fortunately, it gives me Scourge cards. At least they cost 0. Oops. God, we keep drawing you at the wrong time. It's irritating. Maybe we do just want to play you out and let you die. Well, here we are. I mean, we're getting decent damage in on Divinity. It's just not enough damage. Which is partly why I would have wanted the other Mollusk Mage. It wouldn't contribute like a ton of damage, but it's a little bit of extra damage. It'd be appreciated for sure. This feels so close. Yeah, like, I don't know if we're gonna make it. It feels achievable. It feels within ranges. We are gonna take some damage here. We should, yeah, we barely survive it. Part of the issue is Wilden 10 is going to be in poor shape once we hit Relentless. I guess let's see how this hits first. Okay, that's actually nice because then it makes it so he for sure dies there, so then we can hit that there. And then we have to do that, otherwise we just die. I kind of wanted to do one Glimmer down here so we wouldn't get the Scourge cards, but we'll see. Yeah, unsurprisingly, currently we just die. Yeah, that sounds about right. Especially because I'm not able to kill this guy ahead of time. Yeah, that's a problem. Alright, we're going to try setting up bottom floor. I don't know that that's going to go better for us. It kind of can. It would go a lot better for us if I also had the... if the second Mollusk Mage had incant armor as well. Yeah, you just die to the spikes, which is not great. And we'll still play it out, but I think if we're doing bottom floor, we need you not doing that. Yeah, my glimmers just don't do quite enough damage to be as helpful as one might desire them to be. God, what a dumb time for that. Pretty confident this is not working out for us. Because we are not building up, like, any armor at this rate. Okay, yep, our poor Mollusk Mage is on the brink of despair. Yeah, I mean, this is not working out. Also, I get Ember Drain there, which is bad, but, like, that's real bad. Yeah, like, that's not going to work out at all. I don't think we can win this. I don't think we can win this. We are going to play a little bit differently. I think we do have to set up top floor for a lot of reasons. It's just that when we hit Relentless, then Wildenton dies because we don't have defense for him. We don't have a lot of things. Like, I'll be quite clear about that. And I suppose I could have taken the Siren Song that was offered. Was there a Siren Song? I think there was a Siren Song. It might have been last run, but I think this was the one that had it. And yes, we're going to play that guy out just so he dies. That's fine. We'll see what we can do. Interesting. Do I even want the Ensnare? Kind of. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to, really. Yes, beautiful, because then these can both hit him. If only we could do that so many more times. Wouldn't that be grand? This will root you, even though you're a bit of a pain. And unfortunately, the Scourge cards are going to slow us down a little bit, but whatever. Also, these guys with their Harvest armor is real annoying. Yeah, I thought that was going to happen if I did that. Alright, let's try it one more time, but I'm reasonably confident that everything is bad. Reasonably confident in the everything being awful situation. Yeah, I mean, like, we'll incant where we can incant, I guess. But I suspect, like, our spells just don't do quite enough damage is really the main kicker at hand. No great surprise there. But we'll see. We'll see what we're capable of. Yeah, we'll use the Ice and Pyre, because that's a lot better for us than the Foregone Power, especially because he purges Frostbite every turn. Yeah, I mean, I guess we have to do that because we're not going to be able to do other things. But this way we actually kill all of those. And I'm willing to let that guy pass by so we don't have more armor going onto these guys. Like, sure, he does a little bit of damage to us, but it's one less thing for this whole crowd to be armoring off of. Okay, I'm gonna do that and try it out. It does, again, mean that they're gonna get more armor from him dying. But, in the meantime, it makes our spells stronger. And all that jazz. And it gets him out of our deck, which I also kind of wanted. I don't know that that's totally necessary, but it seemed useful. And it doesn't Ember Drain us to do it, which is also nice. I'm just trying to imagine if I were to let him go up to top or to the Pyre room. Currently, he'd kill me. If I do the 55... Yeah, I think we're just doing that. You'll basically just die anyways. I guess we'll just do this to get rid of that. Unfortunately, what would be really helpful is getting to hit Divinity with the Ice and Pyres more. And that's just not really gonna happen. Oh, it hurts. I didn't think about ensnaring him for some reason, even though I should have done exactly that. Sounds like that was a big fucking mistake. Yeah, especially because I really would have loved to ensnare him here, but now I die. Yeah. I mean, we'll let it die. There was a mistake on the prior turn where I should have ensnared the dude, and it would have saved a lot of HP. I don't think it might have been enough. I don't think it would have been. Either way, we die. It was a big ask. We had very little scaling going into Relentless. Like, we had okay armor gen, but that doesn't matter versus the sweep because the armor wasn't going on Wildenton. So yeah, you know, that's the thing. If we could have gotten more of our spells to just hit onto Divinity itself, that'd be nice. Or if our Glimmers were just flat out doing more damage so we could you know, kill the waves easier, that'd be great. But unsurprisingly, didn't quite make it. That's fine. I'm glad we got to try that, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, let's do a different thing and actually get something off the board tonight, since we've only been doing Wilden 10 shenanigans. Technically, we did win with Thornlord. It's just, I wouldn't call it a Thornlord deck. I would call it Steelsinger.deck. I don't particularly want to do Sentient right now because we've been spending so much time on Wilden 10. Also, it hurts me looking at these X's when they're not lined up with each other. That's okay. I know I mention it often, and we're just going to try not to think about it. What do we want to play? Maybe something Umbra. Because I don't think I'm feeling Reaper. I guess we could just do Brawler Prince and knock it out. Let's just do Brawler Prince. There's a lot of options that we can do with Brawler Prince. Awoken's kind of the easy one because you can start with Root Seeds. That said, Razor Sharp isn't very good with Brawler because he has so little starting HP. There's a lot of things just in clan for Hellhorns that work out well for Brawler. Because like picking up a single ritual battle does a ton of work for you, and there's a bunch of ways to armor up Brawler or daze enemies, including Divinity. The other two options that are generally really good... Well, there's three options, actually. I was going to say Umbra and Worm can both work out well, since you can do, like, Perils or Void Binding, which work out pretty nicely with Brawler. Void Binding in particular, because it gives him the defense that you need, while also scaling his attack. Yeah, stop trying to scratch my armrest, cat. I know it's hard being you, isn't it? Remnant works in a couple ways, because we can take Wicklash, which is a good amount of scaling with very low downside for the most part. We could also Reform him, which is also another option. And then Wormkin, you've got Echo Transfer and whatever that card is that I always forget its name. I want to say Echoes of the Lost, but I'm pretty confident that's not the right name. The one that eats your charges to gain stats. But that's a rare card, and so we're not likely to get it till much later in the run, if at all. There's also Keeper of Echoes, which works, which is kind of a scaling option. Let's do Remnant. I was gonna do Wormkin, but I think let's do Remnant. Alright. So we're doing Prince. We're doing Remnant. We're definitely starting with the Primitive Molds, because it gives us Reform as an option if we need it. Can't stop attacking my cords. I love this cat, but it's frustrating when she murders my mouse cord. It has all these little like tears and like bite marks in it, and then drives me nuts. And as long as it works, that's the important part. But I don't want to have to buy another mouse again. Anyways, start with Inflame, which is technically what we need. It's not great. Also, the Drip Falls are technically nice against Patient and Divinity. Kind of. It's annoying that it would move Patient out of our attack range, but it would stop us from dying, and that's the important part. Inflame is just not a great card. It's like Sharpened in that it just feels like caught in the middle of where it needs to be. It either needs to cost 1 to be like really exciting, or it needs to have higher benefits for costing 2. Not to say that it's unplayable, it's just not good. Anyways, we should actually look at this to make sure we have Brawler, which we do.
interesting. I do like Pyrestone housing, always. But I think we're actually taking advanced prototype. Because Brawler can have a bit of a rough start. Like, it has decent damage, and we do have the Inflame and the option to reform it. So we are not without ways to scale our damage right now, but it will take us a little while to be comfortable. Hell Pact is largely underwhelming. There's only one X card of note in this combo. Kind of. I mean, Vent is sort of okay. It's pretty underwhelming, but having Hell Pact with Vent early lets you clear out weak minions for 0 mana, which is nice. I'll still take Hell Pact. It's just that the only thing of note with it really in this combo is Remnant Spike. And oftentimes you're using Remnant Spike just for the burnout extension more than the attack power. I wouldn't mind the attack bonus, but it's not mainly why we use it. Alright, we'll do that. And then we'll protect you so you don't gain a damage shield. I had considered just playing Prince down low. And letting him die and reform, but I didn't really want to do that. Anyways, if I do this, you'd get the damage shield. Do I still kill with that? So the first hit would be blocked, and then we'd be doing 38. Yeah, we should still be totally fine. So we'll do that. Especially because then I can bring him back to kill the backliner and block a hit, which is not bad. And we'll bring you down and then kill you with you. I'm just trying to maintain as much damage shields and such as I could. There we go. Turns out, advanced prototypes, pretty powerful. They kind of smash. I will take the Ritual Battle. I will also take a Wicklash, although they're kind of at odds with... They're not totally at odds, but... Regardless, that's what we're doing. We're gonna skip on these. Although, admittedly, a Demon Fiend infused Train Steward would actually be kind of nice. What we want is we want a tank. Or some way to apply stealth. We also need armor, but, you know. I think we're going here, because what we'd rather find is, like, holdover for the Wicklash or the Ritual Battle. Also, there's the chance that we see a Steelworker. I'll take the Steelworker. I was also considering Paraffin Enforcer, but that's a little more shenanigans. Yeah, we're just gonna do the minus cost now. Because if we re-roll, we won't be able to get holdover, even if it shows. Yeah, we'll just do the minus cost. I might hold off on minus costing the Wicklash. Is that true? No. I'm gonna minus cost it, because no matter what else I end up doing with it, I don't really mind it being minus costed. And then... what else do I want to minus cost? We have options. I'm almost certainly going to minus cost something. It's either going to be the Dripfall or the Ritual Battle. The Ritual Battle isn't, like, that exciting. But making it 2 costs instead of 3 costs makes it playable in way more situations. But in the grand scheme of things, we also might just want to purge it later and go all in on the Wicklashes.
I think we're still going to minus cost now, and yeah, there's the holdover. But again, we wouldn't have been able to pay for it unless we had skipped out on the steelworker, and I didn't want to do that. All right, we're just gonna minus cost it. That's good enough for now. It makes it playable. We need the defense, or we need the scaling offense. We need defense too, but that's a different matter. And the steelworker helps with the defense a little bit. Also, we have the advanced prototypes, which do help everything. It's not as bad as it sounds. Am I willing to do that? I might be willing to do that. I don't want to do it on Prince, because he'll just burn out, unfortunately. But you're going to probably die next turn anyways. So making it so you can kill things is pretty cool. I also maybe should have just dripfalled things. Actually, probably could have just dripfalled him so we could kill this guy, but I didn't do it. Well, doing what we can. Alright, and then you block, and we still get the armor from the steelworker, and Prince just murders the things that matter. Little priest or whatever he is escapes. I actually don't know what your name is. Are you a cleric? No, you're a priest. Let's play another of you. And I could descend the prince. Do I want to? I think we don't. There we go. I mean, I didn't totally need that, but here we are. And Prince just smashes through. I'm not totally certain that we needed to minus cost the ritual battle, but it does definitely help. Alright, interesting choices. I'm pretty confident we're going to skip on the fledgling imp. Could take another ritual battle, which I don't hate, especially because that would still give us one that we could maybe just, like, -2. We could also take the hidden passage, which is cute, because it lets us overstack a floor, which is sort of nice, and that we could, like, make a second steelworker and then just have them be stacking armor onto Prince, which I don't hate, but it feels like a lot of things when we could also just take one capacity if we really wanted to have 2 steelworkers. I think we're just going to take the ritual battle, although we've got a lot of things kind of pulling us in different directions. There's the molten encasement. Okay. We'll take that. Legion of Wax, very good. We're not going to use it right now. Rail Beater is also pretty decent, but we're not using it. Okay. Now, we have options. Okay, so option 1 is we go to the left, we dupe the steelworker, we fuse the steelworker into itself, and then that's pretty nice. But I do kind of want to go to the Merchant of Magic, so we could go to the right. We do technically have a number of chances to still hit a second steelworker, since that Hellhorn banner could be it, and also after this battle we could potentially see a steelworker as well. Although we don't have a temple here. Also, if we really wanted to, we could go over here and do it there. We also maybe won't need the steelworker as badly once we hit Endless on the molten encasement. We don't even necessarily need Endless on the molten encasement, since we do have the reform, that we'd have to drop our other things and stuff. I think we're just gonna go here. And we'll see what shakes out. So first off, what's on offer? Remove Consume. Not particularly exciting. Interesting. It's not bad. We've been seeing this event a lot recently. We're not going to take a Hef no matter what. Probably. Almost certainly. Because Prince is going to be our damage. And if we could fuse Hef into the Prince, oh boy, I absolutely would. Because the base stat increase plus giving him Trample would be so huge. But we're not doing that. We're just not doing that. The question just really becomes, do we care about taking Wingmaker? Probably should have looked at the upgrades in the temple, but for some reason I didn't. We're not going to. It's a great card, but we're just not going to. Oh, I did forget about Hef's Consolation. Do I want that on the Steelworker? Yeah, I actually will take that on the Steelworker. It's not like amazing for us, but I'll take it for now. It works out decently, especially while we have the don't even know what I was trying to say. Did I look at the banner yet? I did not. There's a Steelworker. Alright, I'm willing to do that. Anyways, it works out nicely while we have the advanced prototype dude, is what I was trying to say. Either way, we're doing this. We're fusing you in. It gives us a bit of safety for the time being. It does mean that we can't get a holdover from here, which is probably fine. We don't even know if it's going to be offered. There it is, again. Also, it ended up costing less than I thought, so if I hadn't bought that, I could have gotten it. Which would have been nice, because then we could have done -2 on the Ritual Battle and Holdover, and that would have been grand. Ended up not being what we did. So be it. I am disappointed in that choice, but the chances of that happening were low. I still probably should have bet on it. Whatever. Here we are. It's fine. Anyways, overall we're in good shape. It's just that we could be in even better shape had I known. As long as we didn't get double explosions. That's the one that we really didn't want. And even then, we could still make do. We've got a various reasonable number of defenses for that. But still not exactly what we wanted to deal with. And yes, I know that we probably should just be not filling up our reform pool so we can keep using the Molten Encasement. I think defense-wise we'll end up being fine, so I'm not too concerned about it. But still. Sure, we'll play that out, and then we'll give you a little bit more rage, a little bit more armor. But just imagine if we had a holdover ritual battle right now. Imagine how glorious that would be. Alright, we're not going to play out the imp. We are just going to keep buffing Prince, because I'm not too worried now. Especially because we once again get back the Molten Encasement, which is even better. And then we just easily beat him to death. And then Prince is only going to get stronger from here on out, since he goes from 2 attacks to 3, and then later he'll get 5 attacks, which is great. We don't need the Transcend Imp. We don't need Sacrifice or Resurrection. We're definitely not taking the Impalate. Once again, it really wants us to have the Legion, which would have been strong if we'd built that direction, but we didn't. Anyways, we'll take the draw. We don't need capacity. Yeah, we're just going to go here, because we can hit Endless and Burnout on the Molten Encasement. It simplifies our life tremendously. We don't absolutely need that by any means. I'm not going to worry about that. I am just going to give him HP, though. Because all of our damage should be doable just coming from Prince. Like, it's a little risky if our scaling isn't where it needs to be, but we should be able to make that work no problem. Yeah, let's do this and that, and then... Unfortunately, we're going to get Scourge cards. Not much we can do about this, but again, that's a reason for us having minus costed the Ritual Battle. Well, unfortunately, still not killing that guy, but... And we skipped on the Inflame, but I wanted things. There we go. Okay. We have the Ritual Battle, which helps. Unfortunately, we're not taking care of you, which is an issue. And we got back the Molting Imp, which is not what I wanted right now. Oh, but we could play you, which is what I meant to get back, and I was spacing out that we'd already reformed you. Yeah, we're going to do that because I really don't want that guy to hit top floor. And then we'll just use the Molting Imp to clear out that problem. Yes, buff him up. My beautiful creatures. We'll put you there. And we'll just drop you down. Though I don't know that that's really useful yet. I need to get my scaling better. That's what it comes down to. And we definitely want to do this so we can get rid of his stuff. Unfortunately, you are going to generate us a Scourge card, but it's better than having the multiple Scourge cards that we would have had. So I figured it was a decent trade-off. Plus we got a tiny bit of damage on him. Overall, it's just a much better play for us. I maybe should have done that differently, but I decided I didn't want to Ember Drain myself. And ultimately, it doesn't matter all that much. Because we just beat him to death. I mean, overall, it's all going pretty nicely. There have been a few hiccups, namely missing out on the holdover, but that's fine. That's fine. Overall, it's looking good. Yeah, we're gonna go here. The removals are nice, and we can dupe the Ritual Battle. Intrinsic on Dripfall isn't the worst. I don't think it's totally necessary. Because Brawler is gonna have 20 armor. That's fine. We should be okay. We're not gonna worry about magic power. We could also fuse, or like dupe and fuse the Molten Encasement, so we get 4 stealth per death, which is also quite good. It's even better if we are only using the permanent rolls to bring it back occasionally, but that shouldn't be as big an issue once we start thinning our deck of other units and getting rid of the torches. Either way, let's check out what the cavern's got. I mean, none of these matter. I don't... Well... Ally of the Ancients is reasonable. I forgot that this was available in here. I'm still gonna take just the gold, though. And then I'm reasonably confident we're just going to do the Ritual Battle. And we're going to do this one even though it gains me shards because it's still got an available upgrade slot. And I'd rather have that. Okay. Now let's drop 2 of the Stewards. Like, they're still okay for us because we have the advanced prototype. And bringing them back just makes them stronger as they get the reform bonus, but ultimately, still not what I want. I guess we'll just leave it as is. We are going to get the Ember Drain, but so be it. Okay. May as well have you do the blocking. And I may as well do this. Because you're going to die, and may as well make you stronger if we, for whatever reason, need you to attack. Well, let's cut out some of those problems. I just really didn't want that guy surviving, so... I mean, again, we can afford it if we really needed to. But I would have preferred not to need to. There we go. Right. May as well kill his backliners. I was kind of hoping to bring back the molten encasement, but ultimately not that important. There was no reason to daze him. I don't know why I bothered. I should have just torched him. It was only 2 damage, but it's technically useful. Whereas what I did do, not useful at all. But either way, we've got the victory. It's not a big deal. Ta-da! Again, they really want us to have the Inflames. We're definitely skipping on Rage Serum because it's terrible. And Pyre Chomper is cute, but not helpful for us now. Engulfed in Smoke, also not necessary here. Same with the others. And we will go here for the removals, and also because we might hit Endless. Yeah, there we go. It's not, like, absolutely necessary, but it is nice. We're definitely doing Lost Luggage. Sketches is not what we want. Ooh, well, that would have been cute once upon a time. We're definitely taking the Awoken Rail Spike. Because with Hell Pact, it's much better, and, you know, it's workable for us. Also, we basically just want to aggressively remove cards from our deck now. Also, maybe hit Merchants of Magic, but mostly we've got things sorted out now. We also might want to do Remove Consume on this if we are offered that. I guess we'll start with the torches. The primitive molds aren't particularly useful for us now either, but they're maybe more useful than the torches. Technically, the torches can help us kill the collectors, but that's just not really happening at this point, since I've invested 0 magic power into the torches, and the collectors are going to start needing multiple torches to kill. Okay, we just need to minus cost things, and everything will be better. Well, minus cost and thin things out. Beautiful. Go forth, my rituals. I may as well do that so we can keep this guy alive. I mean, it would be nice to be stacking stealth, but it's not super important for us yet. As for the rest of you, we need to do that to kill the backliners. And then we'll just not fucking worry about it. And soon Prince will have 5 attacks, which will be far more impressive. I mean, I guess let's hit there. It doesn't really matter. I'm not terribly concerned with the enemies. I suppose technically we're taking sweep damage from these guys. It doesn't really matter. Almost. It's almost strong enough to kill them in a single hit. Just not quite there. But once we get our ritual battles a little more consistent, it'll be grand and glorious. I mean, as is, we're already doing good work. It's just 5 attacks, substantially better than 3 attacks. And when we're more consistently playing out multiple ritual battles per turn, it makes a big difference. May as well add our friendly imp to the lineup. Not that it is important. Oh, and he gets the kill. Truly the star player. Okay, One Horn's Tome is really cute. I'm gonna take it. It's technically useful if I can actually play it out. I don't know if we'll be able to. And we'll take the draw. There's an argument to be made for energy, but we're not going to. We are going to go here. The free removals would be nice. I guess we'll take this. I really don't need magic power. I would have taken many other things that were offered. We just have to make sure we're hitting at least 100 shards. Double stack. I would do on this if I could play it. I'd also consider it on the Ritual Battle, but I don't think so. Okay, we'll take holdover on you. Okay. I was kind of hoping for a remove consume for the Awoken Rail Spike. I also kind of wanted to do that double stack on the One Horn's Tome, but as is, we're going to have a hard time playing it out. Fucking Scourge cards. Why are you the worst? Well, there's our holdover one. Also didn't take into account that I wouldn't actually be killing the back guy, which is annoying, but fine, we take a little bit of damage. It's the first damage we've taken in quite a while, so it's not that big a deal. As long as we're not letting the heavies get past us, which, in saying that... Oh, there we go. Everything's fine. And yes, I know we're not playing out our Molten Encasement, but so be it. There we go. Fucking finally. We should have plenty of armor going into Relentless. And we likely will be able to get the Molten Encasement back in play to gain a little bit of stealth. And we gain a little bit of extra gold. I may as well play you here so we can get gold from your demise. Since I was pretty confident we were winning regardless here. Alright, let's get a tiny bit of extra gold. It wasn't that much more than us just taking the 25 gold to turn it down, but it was a little bit more. Tiresome Climb is great. We don't need it right now. Ugh. I would have loved you earlier, Votivari, because we could have gotten the Endless Infusion from you, but we don't need you now. Pretty confident we're going here. Merchant of Steel is sort of nice. It gives us the removals and stuff, but we definitely want this for a lot of reasons. -2 I like. Spells get an extra upgrade slot is interesting. Okay, I think we're just going to commit to that now. Also, the Iron Drop Cages would be great if we needed it, because we have the Drip Falls, and we could have taken that Tiresome Climb, and that would have been very powerful, but we don't need that. So, we could do this. Could also just do this. I'm going to greed for this, though. Yeah, I shouldn't, but I am going to do that. We're going to make our holdover one cost 0. We're going to put holdover on this one as well. I was hoping for remove consume on the rail spike, but we didn't get it. I guess we'll just 0 cost that rather than fiddling around. And now we have options. We have a lot of options. Option number 1 is we dupe this, then we fuse it into itself. Don't think we need that at all. Option 2 is we very silly dupe the One Horn's Tome. Option 3 is we just make a third holdover ritual battle, which is the better choice. I do kind of want to give Prince just, you know, more attacks. But there's also a good chance we're not able to play this ever. I still kind of want to do it, though. Fine, let's do it. Is it the right choice? No, absolutely not. Not even close. Also, I should just remove more cards from my deck, but I'm not going to. And by that I mean I can't, because I spent all my gold in vaguely irresponsible ways. I mean, a lot of it was, like, good choices. But that's fine. Now, what would be ideal is you hitting the Molten Encasement. You didn't. fine. Also, this Wicklash is really not useful for me now, unfortunately. It was nice to take as an option, since we didn't know if we were going to have the ritual battles fully online or not, but ended up not being important. Okay, so you go there. I maybe should have just played out the imp so we wouldn't be cycling through our deck anymore, but that's fine. We very much do not need to play the imp, but so be it. He also gains us a bit of extra gold. And more to the point, he cleared out some enemies so that Prince was able to get in some attacks this turn. We're going to do the greedy play and do this. Though it does mean we're going to be without our multi-encasement for a bit, which is actually a problem. But on the other hand, we have 9 attacks on Prince, and I appreciate that. Our poor steelworker doesn't, but maybe his opinion doesn't matter. It matters a little bit. Our poor steelworker. Alright, well, the greed is getting to us. But we have him back now, which helps. I mean, I may as well do this, because even if we reform the steelworker, he'll still be able to fit on there, because he only costs 1 capacity now. He will die from burning out, but that's a different matter altogether. And I'm pretty confident that Prince with 9 attacks is going to do enough for us regardless. Given that he's doing basically 500 per attack, Seraph is already only at 800 some. And there we go. Not that bad. Got a little dicey when we sacrificed our steelworker to greed, but, you know, so be it. Sometimes it's just how it goes. Okay, I would love to play that, but we need the steelworker. Let's daze him instead of doing the inflame. We would have been fine. We would have lost as much armor as we were gaining, but I just didn't want to do it. Man, I was really hoping we would hit something I actually cared about. But we didn't. That's why it would have been so nice to have, whoops. To have gotten the remove consume on the rail spike, because then we could just use it all the time, and it would be great. Because Hell Pact makes it even better than it already is. Should I? Maybe not. Am I going to? Yes. Is that a fatal mistake? Possibly. We'll find out in mere moments. Yeah, I mean, that is really bad. Whoops. Well, we'll see if we can recover from that. I mean, chances are we probably just want to, you know, actually play out the Molten Encasement every turn. Especially because our draws are actually pretty slow. Thanks to having so many holdover cards, and now also them having Scourge cards to fuck with us. But I just wanted all the extra attacks. Alright, well, that's good timing at least. Unfortunately, we can't play out the other One Horn's Tome, but we can't afford to not have our stealth right now. And we have more than enough attacks as is, plus plenty of damage scaling. It'd be even better if I, you know, duped the Ritual Battle like I should have, but I didn't do that. Also, the Spike Waves is part of why we have the Steelworker even with the Molten Encasement. Because we cannot afford for Prince to just murder himself on the spikes. That would be bad. There we go. And we don't even make it to Relentless. I'll be honest, I didn't realize that we were killing him that turn, but that makes sense. We had good damage output and a lot of attacks. Okay. Ugh. Beautiful. Well, it's nice to finally have a winning run tonight since I spent a whole lot of time on Thornlord. I mean, we did win the first Thornlord run. It's just I wasn't counting it for the board. But that was a pretty textbook Brawler run. I mean, like, Brawler's big thing is just that he is guaranteed, like, damage scaling. Well, he doesn't have damage scaling. He is all the offense you need, or all the hits you need, I should say. All you need is to get some form of scaling for him and some form of defense for him. But, like, you don't need to worry about cobbling together enough hits. You don't need to worry about finding a way to, like, sweep waves. He's a great force multiplier because, you know, 5 attacks goes a long way with any attack buff you can give him. So, yeah, hi, Cat. I know. You're making this very difficult because I have to do the rest of this with one hand. Please don't sit on my keyboard, Cat. I know. You want all the things on the screen. Please don't attack my monitor, though. Yeah, we'll do one more. I need to get up and get some water, though, before we begin, but we will do one more. So if you have preferences on what you'd like to see, let me know. And we'll go from there. Stalwart Snack? Yeah, we can do Stalwart Snack. What do we want to pair with Stalwart Snack? It is a lot less good with the Umbra innate buffs because you can't class into Superfood to pass on, like, Furnace Tap and Void Binding and all of that. You can still obviously use that on whatever's eating him, but less good in those regards. Awoken is always reasonable, especially if you take the Root Seeds, because even if you're only, you know, giving +2 attack to Primordium, having that passed over so many turns makes a big difference. Also, it gives you some good units to eat onto, namely the Sweepers and Awoken, or Animus of Will. Realistically, that's probably the best option. It also gives you good benefit if you get one of the HP buffs, namely a Cycle of Life, because again, then you have a bunch of turns where you're passing on a ton of HP. It also even works out pretty well for using like an Awoken Hollow, because again, the small HP, well, the small increases from Awoken Hollow feed back into the Hollow itself. The problem with that is you need to actually be able to kill full waves, which is harder to do if you're not using like Animus of Will or one of the Sweepers. Eggs and Primordium. Wait, no, not with Stalwart. It can work. It's not the best plan, but it can work. And I do kind of... Well, so, okay. The other option is... Well, yeah. Basically, the other option is Wormkin. Because, again, Wormkin has some good, permanent... Well, not permanent buffs. But it has some good raw attack and health buffs. Namely, Echo Transfer and... Echo Infusion, which are common, so you can pick them up early. You can even start with them. And, again, they do make a big difference. Technically, there's one Sweeper in the clan. It's rare, though, so it's unlikely that we'd see it. You can also pair him with, like, Keepers and all the turns. So the Keepers are feeding stats onto him. He'll feed those stats back, which is really cute. Again, the biggest problem with the Wormkin plan is just making sure you have enough hits to actually sweep the wave. And there are ways to do that. I think we'll probably do Wormkin, because I think that's a little more interesting than doing it with Awoken, since we oftentimes pair Primordium with Awoken when given a chance. So I think we'll do Stalwart with Wormkin. I think there's something else I was going to say there, and I don't know what it was. Either way, we'll do Primordium, Wormkin. That's the thing. Bogfly Egg with Primordium would be fun, too. Yeah, and that is okay. It's not bad, and one way that I've made it work well is being very tactical about when you hatch the egg, so you can let Primordium feed onto it for like 3-4 turns, and then hatch the egg, and then you have 2 big, powerful Bogflies. It's not perfect, because you still generally want to hatch the egg as fast as you can, so you can actually like sweep the waves. Especially during the Divinity fight, you don't necessarily have enough time for that. Yeah, that's why I said not with Stalwart. I mean, it works fine with Stalwart, because then even after you hatch the egg, you're still giving stats to the front one. It's not like it's wasted. It's just not as impressive. I think that plan generally works a lot better with Aggressive Edible, because then, you only have to do it for 3 turns. Even better if you pick up Feast, because then you can just, like, very quickly eat through him and then still hatch the egg on, like, turn 1 or 2. One other consideration we have to keep in mind is we also need to have a way to keep Primordium alive, because if we're setting up top 4, which we generally want to do, especially with Primordium, then he's going to need to survive the sweep, and we're not going to be able to just have him start with damage shields like you can in Superfoods, and yada 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 yada. Anyways, we're doing Primordium, we're doing Wormkin, that's the plan. Primordium, Wormkin. We're going to take Echo Breaks, because I like them way more than Fractures. And then I need to get some water before we actually begin. So that's the plan, and we'll be right back.
Alright, I'm back. Let's play. Let's enjoy. Also, hello Ashiaka. Thanks for the raid. How you doing today, my friend? Alright, here we go. We're up against Temperate, which I feel like we haven't fought Temperate in forever. I feel like mostly we've seen Diligent and Patient. We saw Chaste tonight, but mostly not. Anyways, we'll see if we actually have Stalwart Snack here. We do. Okay. And how much does he get at max rank? There he is. 12. Okay. Because, yeah, it goes 5, 8, 12. Yeah. Okay. We're definitely taking Hammered Chest Plates because it's good with Primordium. It's not, like, insane with Primordium, but gives him bonus HP, which then he passes on every turn. The shelters are not unwelcome. The rest of this is okay. We're going to take the gold because we like the gold. And we're going to hope that we hit Keeper of Echoes or the sweep unit would be the two really nice things to hit. Yeah, I'm willing to play that out, because there's a good chance that we don't generate another morsel next turn. Well, turns out we did, but that's okay. So we get a little bit of energy back. I guess we're going to do the making of a morsel. We're not killing him, unfortunately, but whatever. We only are going to take a little bit of damage from the spikes. Alright, so let's do that, which then guarantees we kill with the plink, and then let's just kill your buddy in the back. Surprised this thing is still alive, but it is. Partly because it gains extra HP from the hammered chest plates. Alright, and then we should be fine. We've got plenty of defense here. And then we just kind of beat him to death. We did take a tiny bit of damage, but finishing ring 1 at 37 HP is more than acceptable. Yeah, I mean, we'll take this. It's a lot less good with, with Stalwart Snack. We're definitely taking the Echo Transfer. I would like the HP as well, but the attack is what we need. It also would have been really nice if it were infused, especially as we got the shelters, but that's what we got. I mean, the Kin Host Vessel's fine. First of Kin is also kind of cute. The Kin Host is nice because once it hatches, it will have 2 strikes. Ugh. I don't really want to use the Kin Host long term, but we're going to take it for now. Okay, we're not going to do Endless, although... Yeah, I mean, if we were better at hatching the egg, an Endless egg with this might not be the worst. Nonetheless, we're gonna keep things as is. This might be not great for us, but I think we'll be okay. Don't underestimate Echo Stone. Is that the one where they get power equal to charges? It's not bad, I just didn't necessarily want it. Yeah, fuck, I can't use the Echo Transfer
where I want it, unfortunately, and I don't have the energy for the Excavation Eruption, which also would have been really nice to clear out some of these problems. Yeah, we're not anywhere close to hatching the egg, which doesn't surprise me. We don't have the best deck for that. Ow, we're taking a lot of damage. Do we even survive this? We don't. Yeah. It's gonna look weird, but we're gonna try setting up mid. Oh, it's that I can't keep charges here is the issue. If I could just play out the Echo Transfer on, like, turn 2. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna not use the egg for now. Because it's going about as well as expected, based on what we're trying to do, unfortunately. Does mean that we pass by the Collector, which is sad, but it's maybe what we need. Because then we're not, you know, just letting everything pass by and we actually get to kill things, and gee, isn't that kind of a novel concept? So as is, you're dropping down to... Like, there's no way that's gonna change things. Yeah, I mean, nothing I do changes things there. I guess we'll give the armor. We should survive this, though. What jerks. Well, it's not a great fight for us, and unfortunately the egg worked out as badly as I thought it might. Especially since we are sort of reliant on the Echo Transfer, which is why I was afraid of taking the egg. I'll take the Space Prism. I'm gonna skip those. The Proclamation's vaguely appealing. And these are not what I want. I mean, the Bog Chrysalis is probably better for us than the Kin Host. It's a lot easier to hatch. Ugh. Morsel Maker. Yeah, I thought about it. It's a little awkward. Like, if Primordium could eat the morsels, I would happily do this, but you know, obviously he can't. Yeah, I don't think we're taking the Morsel Maker. It's, like, it's fine, and it's not a bad infusion is the main reason to maybe take it here. I'm not taking Shadow Eater. I did consider it, because we can potentially give it some attack, and actually having it be doing the 10 damage a turn for a bunch of turns is actually decent for us. It's not good, but it's decent. Honestly, I'm gonna take it. I know I just kind of shit on it, but we're gonna take it because I'm really struggling here to get anything lined up. This is gonna look a little shenanigans for doing this. Well, we transmuted health to gold. I don't really want to do this, but we're going to do this as a bit of safety measure. And we're going to do this, even though we have problems. Also, I probably should have done that on the perils, but we don't know if we're going to use the perils long term. And if I could get this rolling, it would be great for us. And we're going to do that. And then we have some shards. We'll see what we can do. I don't love your days on strike, kind of. It doesn't matter because you're gonna die. Unfortunately, you also need to go here. Oh, and I also could have done this in a different and better ordering, but we'll see what we can do. Because I could have done the plinks first and then been able to do the perils on that, and then we wouldn't be Ember Drained to death this turn. Which would, you know, be nice. Yeah, I was noticing that it seemed to be lagging a little bit. I think there's just something shenanigans about my computer right now. Yeah, because it is having issues. It wasn't bad earlier, but at least I don't think it was. No one seemed to mention. Bear with me while I check really quickly if there's anything I can do about that. Like, after we're done streaming, I'm just going to restart my computer because there's a number of other things that were going weird, and I assume it's just something has gone out of whack. Yeah, hold on one second, because there's something on my end that's just weird. I don't know why that is such a problem. Something like stands out as being an issue, and yet it's causing issues in weird ways. Because, like, it's the game itself that's lagging, and that never happens. I don't know why that would be happening. Yeah. Alright, you know, here's what we're going to do. Is we're just going to close the game itself for the time being. We're going to quit the menu, and then we'll close the game. We'll reopen the game, see if that helps. I don't know if that's going to solve things, but we'll see if that helps. Yep, and now Steam won't open. Yeah, it's definitely just something that's fucked on my computer right now. Cool. Alright, well, we're running into problems. Okay, you know what? As much as I don't want to do it, I think we're actually just going to stop there for the night because I gotta fucking sort things out with my computer and see what is going on. I don't want to have to like close Steam and then reopen it and do all this troubleshooting live on air. So we'll just stop there for the night, and I will get this sorted out, and it will be fixed next time because this is annoying. Anyways, sorry to just suddenly cut it off right there, but I gotta sort this out. Anyways, that's it. That's it for me for the week. I gotta be doing other things over the weekend. So I'll be back on Monday like normal. We'll play more Monster Train. Hopefully I won't be having weird computer issues. And yeah, anyways, I forgot to update that it's 17 complete now because we did complete 1 tonight. But anyways, don't know why we're having a... Actually, let me just check real quickly if I've gotten it working. No, it's just Steam being weird. Alright, anyways, rambling aside, I'll be back on Monday. Sorry to cut it short, but have a nice weekend, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. See you later.